Hello everyone, welcome to IIFL Securities YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about a new IPO, and this time the company is very different. It is India's largest premium luxury watch retailer, and the company is Ethos Limited. The company delivers premium luxury watches across India through its retail stores, through social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and other platforms, and also through its website, like an e-commerce platform. Now, the company operates on the omni-channel model and allows customers to order products either offline or online and have flexibility to buy the product at one store and return at another store. They're also, one of the most visited websites for luxury watches. And considering India's economy growing and income levels rising and consumerism to discretionary spending towards luxury products like watches increasing, the company has seen rapid growth in the last 10 years. It's a Chandigarh-based company. The company has a watch portfolio of 50 premium brands, including Omega, Rado, Longines, Baume & Mercier, Jaeger LeCoultre, Panerai, Bulgari, H. Moser and Sai, Tissot, Raymond Weil, Louis Moineau, and Balmain. The company has got 50 physical retail stores across 17 cities in India, including New Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Chennai, Kolkata, Chandigarh, Ahmedabad, Jaipur, Lucknow, Gurgaon, Guwahati, Ludhiana, Nagpur, Noida, Pune, and Thane. Ethos Limited has 7,000 different premium watches and 30,000 watches in stock at any given point of time. As of December 31st, 2021, the company's website had 21,844,000 visitors. Now let's talk about the competitive strengths for the company. The company has access to a large base of luxury customers, deep understanding of digital and omni-channel commerce, strategically located and well-invested store network with an attractive in-store experience. They also have very strong and long-standing relationships with luxury watch brands and luxury groups, and they are the leaders in the attractive luxury watch market. Now let's go to the details of the IPO. The IPO issue opens on 18th of May and closes on 20th of May. And the basis of allotment will be May 25th. Initiation of refunds will be on May 26th. And credit of shares to the demat account will be on May 27th, and the final listing date is May 30th. The minimum lot size will have 17 shares, which is valued at 14,926, and retail investors can apply a maximum 13 lots, which would be 221 shares, and which will be valued at rupees 194,038 rupees. The promoter holding before IPO would be 81%. And post-holding, it will be reduced to 61.65%. Promoters of the company include the Managing Director, Mr. Yasho Saboo, ADDL Limited, and Mahen Distribution Limited. The company will be listed at BSE and NSE, and the issue type is a book building issue. The company offers 50% of the net offer to qualified institutional bidders, and retail shareholders are offered 35%, while HNIs are offered 15%. So this was all about the IPO, and now we are going to catch up with the management of the company, promoter and managing director, Mr. Harsvardhan Saboo, and Ethos Agarwal, who is the CFO of the company. Let us ask them about the company's proposition and future strategy. Thank you, Mr. Yasho Saboo and Mr. Ethos Agarwal for joining this interview with IIFL Securities YouTube channel. I have been following your company like all of us. We always been to your store, and any luxury watch we want to understand about, we go to your website and read. So you are people just want to know about your story. So you guys, please tell me a little bit about your business and how you are uniquely positioned.
Right. Thank you, Saurav. Thank you for your kind words, and thank you for visiting our stores. First of all, a pleasure. So, as you know, Ethos is in the business of retailing premium and luxury brands. Our story started earlier than 2007 when the company was formed. We already set up the first store in 2003. So we have a long experience now in premium and luxury retail. The word ethos comes because it's the root word of ethics. It's a Greek word. And right from the start, our vision was to establish a pan India professional and highly ethical organization. So we called it Ethos. And over these years, it has grown from one store to now a network of 50 stores across 17 cities. Um, by all measures, the largest in India, be it number of cities, number of points of sale, number of brands that we retail, number of SKUs in the premium and luxury space. And that's the kind of leadership that we have established in this business. The business itself of premium and luxury watches is growing very steadily. Globally as well, the business is growing. While lower price points, which are called the fashion segments, these have been impacted by the smartwatch, but the higher price points, especially in the premium and luxury and high luxury segments, they're continuing to grow globally, and in India today as well, we see an acceleration of the growth in these segments. There is a report of Technopack, which is part of the documents, RHP documents, and that shows that while the overall watch market is likely to grow at about 10.6%, the market at the higher end, that is premium to high luxury, will actually grow at about 12.5% CAGR. So that's something, and that's the segment in which we are focused. So we are very confident of the market growing, and typically we have beaten the market growth, and we want to continue to do that.
So just for curiosity, what is the higher segment? Like what's the price point that is considered luxury segment or higher segment? You're saying.
So the highest high luxury, I'll start from the top. High luxury, as per the Technopack report, is watches above 10 lakhs. Then there is luxury, which is I think watches above 5 lakhs, and then there is bridge to luxury, which is from about 1 lakh, and then there is premium, which is from 25,000.
Okay, cool, sir. So I'm adding this question that considering Indian economy is set to double to 6 trillion by 2030, and rising income, and so many startups, new job opportunities coming. You believe you can outperform, or you will have a more kind of business in next 5-10 years?
Yes, of course, because first of all, there are 2 or 3 effects that have happened globally, and I'm sure you're aware about that. One is that discretionary spending, especially in the premium and luxury segments, consumer spending,
right,
that takes off after a certain threshold of per capita income is established. Right? Typically, this was meant to be about $2,000 or so. Today, India is at that position, which was not the case 10 years ago.
Right.
So if you believe in this theory, then India is at the inflection point and what some people call the hockey stick, right? We're at the bottom of a curve that will now go up sharply. So this is point number 1. What is the proof? This is exactly what happened in China. Right? In China went across the $1,700 kind of per capita income just before 2005, somewhere around then. And that's when consumption of premium and luxury products took off in China. So I have no doubt that the same thing is going to happen in India. Second is, as income grows, we know that the growth is disproportionate at the higher end. And therefore, the consumption also grows faster. So as you say that, Indian economy is set to double and, increase much more over the coming years. And I have no doubt that it will. Of course, we believe that our business will grow more than proportionately.
Sir, what is the current fundraising? How are you going to use the funds?
Ritesh, our CFO, Ritesh, will you answer that, please?
Sure. So our funding will be utilized for building of a new store, building up or strengthening our technology, and utilizing for working capital as well as a general corporate purpose.
So could you, I mean, you already have like 20% of market share in the luxury watch segment and 13% in the premium and luxury watch retail segment in India. So in with additional capital, what kind of market share are you looking at in the next 5 years or
Yeah,
so?
we're definitely aiming to increase our market share. Uh, most of our competitors, and our competitors are basically concentrated in separate cities. Every city we have a different competitor, and they have existed for a long time, but they haven't been able to grow. Right? And they existed even before we started. So in the years of our existence, we've gone from 0% market share to 20%, and obviously we've beaten the market. So I believe that we will continue to increase our market share. It's a little difficult to put a number to it, but I'll tell you why we believe we can increase our market share. For a couple of reasons. A, the brand itself is very well known and established, and it is known that it is the only, let's say, all India or a pan India kind of a platform. Second, our digital platform, which is very, very strong. In the last calendar year, we had more than 21 million sessions on our website. So our website is like a reference point. People visit. You mentioned it yourself, right? If you want to learn about a watch, you want to find out what the right price of a watch, you go to the Ethos website, right? So that's like a reference point. And we have more and more traffic coming to our website at a point where we are saying, look, we're not really going after numbers, but we want to increase the conversion of the people who are coming. So the brand is well known. We know people are coming in. We have a offering which is unique, right? We have an offering of 50 brands. So you can, across price points. So there is a large range which people can choose from. And within each range, the width of the range is very extensive. So it is like a global offering. And to top it all, our prices are comparable to anywhere abroad. So more and more people are turning to buy in India and to buy from Ethos. So for all these reasons, I believe our market share will go up. There's one other interesting reason why I believe overall our market share will go up, and that is the business of pre-owned watches.
Yeah.
So pre-owned watches is becoming a large part of the overall market of watches. Globally, it is already 25% of the market of new watches. These are numbers from, I think there is a McKinsey report, there is a Euromonitor report, and a Morgan Stanley, whatever. And it is estimated to go to about 50% over the next few years. In India, it is still a small part of the overall market size, but again, it is growing, and it's estimated to go to about 12.5 to 13% over the next 3 years. And in this segment of pre-owned watches, we are by far the early movers, and we have a share. And it's not very easy for a small competitor to beat it, because the overall all India presence, the technological platform that we have, the marketing platform that we have to create content, digital content for pre-owned watches, the service facilities to refurbish and certify the watches. These are very, very strong strengths. So we will have a dominant market share in the business of pre-owned watches. And therefore, the mix of pre-owned and new watches, again, we will increase our market share. There will be a further leverage on that.
So do you have monopoly for certain brands as such?
Well, there are certain brands that are available only at Ethos stores. So there is that, and that's part of the unique offering of Ethos.
Are you planning to add any new brands in the next couple of years?
Yes, we are in discussion with brands, and there are many brands, famous brands that are not yet in India, because they believe India is not ready for that level or those specialized pieces. However, that is changing. Brands are interested. Had it not been for the COVID period, we might have already got some of them. But we are in discussion, and I hope that over the next couple of years, we will add some very, very interesting brands in our portfolio.
You have such a strong franchise and presence across India in such posh locales. Are you planning to add any non-watch products to increase your revenue?
Sir, we have actually added two. They're not implemented yet. We've signed Remova. Remova is a brand of the LVMH group, the Louis Vuitton group, and that's a specialist in luxury travel and luggage. And they're not present in India yet, but we've signed up with them. And the first store, first Remova store, is going to come up in Mumbai by the end of this fiscal year at the new Geo World Plaza mall, which is planned here. Secondly, we've signed up with an international jewelry brand called Messika of Paris, Messika Paris. Again, very contemporary, very global, exciting growth, very much favored by young women. And this is our first entry into the branded jewelry segment. Of course, the size of the jewelry market in India is immense. Branded jewelry is a part of it, and international branded jewelry is taking off globally and also in India. So we wanted to enter into that segment as well. It's complementary to luxury watches. It brings ladies into the store, and ladies want to buy jewelry and watches, not only watches. Yeah. So that's part of our strategy. But of course, we keep reminding ourselves how exciting the opportunity is in watches itself. So that will still remain for the next few years, at least, the mainstay of our
growth. Do you have any plans for inorganic growth?
Sorry, can you say that again, please?
Like you want to, like, you are such a large, do you want to consolidate? You want to buy smaller players where, to ensure that the quality is maintained, and if a certain brand is offered, people should come to you.
Well, I mean, that's in any growth, that's something that I think every business does look out for, that are there any acquisition opportunities or so on.
Yeah.
And if there's something really worthwhile, we would be open to that. But frankly, that's not something that we are depending on. We have built up an extremely strong team, and we have excellent, let's say, relationships with the malls, existing malls, new malls, on real estate. We are going to high street as well. So yeah, I think we've got a growth path charted out. And if there is an interesting acquisition opportunity that comes up, well, the IPO, I hope, will help in that.
Cool. All my best wishes. But before closing, I want to ask a fun question. Which watch are you wearing?
Oh, I'm. That's an interesting question. I keep changing my watches, but today I'm wearing a Rolex.
Okay. And what is the most expensive offering you have in anywhere in India?
We've, again, a particular watch I'm not able to tell because there are a couple of brands that we have. But for example, recently we've just started a brand called Bovet. Bovet Swiss. That's a brand that specializes in extremely high-end, customized, handmade watches. We've started a boutique in Delhi for Bovet. And Bovet, I think what we have, the more expensive ones could go into something like a 2 crore category.
Great. And people are buying that in India. So that's great news.
Oh yes, there is. And not only buying this in India, but sort of, I have to remind you, people are buying this officially, which is a fantastic change. People are spending, and they're spending tax paid, and they're paying all the taxes. And this is not only a great revenue for the government, but it enables people to spend on luxury with legitimacy and enjoy it with legitimacy. And we're very glad to be able to offer this.
Yeah, and thank you for all the awareness you have created around watch. As you said, your website is a fantastic website, and all the learning we get to know about.
Thank you, Saurabh. You're very generous. Thank you.